Good morning, everyone. It is July 27th, the day after the ADA was passed 23 years ago. And this morning, Access to Independence and about 35 people marched from our office to the courthouse park. We talked about accessibility in the downtown area, and we're not quite there yet totally with full inclusion for people with disabilities.
Access to Independence has served the Cortland and Central New York region for more than 20 years, providing a wide range of services to help people with disabilities find their own independence. ATI's mission comes from an inspiring civil rights movement that led to landmark laws such as the Americans with Disabilities Act. This movement has inspired millions of people with disabilities to advocate and open independent living centers around our country. In fact, the independence living movement is where ATI got its start.
Hey, welcome to Access to Independence. My name is Ben Ackley.
My name is Bonnie Carlson.
Larry Will-Eater.
Eden Harrington Hall.
My name's Todd Simmons.
Laura Eaton.
In 1986, Frances A. Pizzola, along with her family and local disability advocates, started the Cortland County Accessibility Committee. By 1998, the team of advocates led by Fran secured the funding to open their own independent living center here in Cortland, New York.
I learned about ATI over 25 years ago. I knew Fran Pizzola very well. I was actually one of the people that notarized the incorporation papers. So I've known ATI even before it was ATI.
Today, Access to Independence has grown to provide individual and system advocacy, peer counseling, independent living skills training, information and referral, and transition services to thousands of people with disabilities, their families, and caregivers in our community. ATI also provides accessibility modifications and assistive technology to people with disabilities throughout the Central New York region.
I had cross eyes when I was born, so I see double. I've had one surgery, but it came back to crossing a little bit. I have fibromyalgia. I fell at NCC in 1997, and I injured my knee quite bad and had to have surgery. And now I have nerve damage in that whole leg, and now I'm getting arthritis in the hip as well. And with a fibro and like that, I have challenges, but I overcome them. I'm a fighter. I always have been. I just feel like ATI has been wonderful. We actually, when I was with my ex-husband, ATI put a new bathroom in our trailer, and it even had a jacuzzi, which really feels good when you have fibromyalgia, because your muscles are sore all the time.
Since its inception, ATI has also helped hundreds of people with disabilities who were trapped in nursing home facilities transition back to their own homes in the community.
Well, the one thing about being a peer is, I was hit by a car and, was thrown away and, pretty much fell on my head from about a 9-foot height. So, you can call that a TBI if you like. I was in a rehab, and I know how it is on those beds at 2 in the morning with people screaming and crying and, in pain and no nurses coming by. How you feel like you're being ignored, that no one has time for you, no one bothers with you.
But the transition process went pretty smoothly. The nursing home was like, oh, well, Todd can't transition you on the 9th. Like we told you, can you wait till that Tuesday? And I was like, nope, I'm gonna take the bus. And Todd looked at him and said, I believe she can do it. We're all about independence. And he said, she has my full support. I didn't have the nursing home support, but they let me do it against their better judgments. I made it. Like, as a nursing home resident still who was transitioning out, Todd asked me to come in if I would be interested in coming in actually and becoming a peer advocate, which is helping people transition out of the nursing home who are eager to live independently with as many community-based services as we can give them. So that's what I do.
ATI has grown to work collaboratively with partner agencies, businesses, schools, and government entities to ensure that people with disabilities have equal access to all aspects of our community. All of the programs and services ATI offers have one thing in common. They support people with disabilities to find, reclaim, or build on their independence on their own terms, and that looks different for everyone.
I say independence, for me at least, is basically telling me that I am my own person. I should never give up. I deserve to be my own individual person rather than just stay back and do nothing about it. I want to build confidence in myself.
I am profoundly grateful to all the staff who assist me as needed as I am finishing my novel.
They have changed my way of thinking, changed my career path. I feel that I'm not alone, and I feel that if I have a problem, I can come here and somebody will talk to me. My goals are I just want a simple, basic, quiet life.
As we celebrate more than 30 years since the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act, Access to Independence is grateful for the advocacy and triumphs of those who came before us. At the same time, our community knows there is much more work to be done. This is why we celebrate the anniversary of the passage of the ADA every year, not just to acknowledge how far we've come in the past 30 years, but also to inspire people with disabilities and our allies to keep fighting for the future that we deserve.
I love Access to Independence. I do. It's like a family here now. You know, I respect and enjoy working, because I'm a board member, working with all the staff at Access to Independence, and I think Cortland's a better place because of it.
So I'm just very fortunate, and I'm really thankful for ATI. And I want to give back just a portion of what they've given to me.
For more information about ATI's programs and services, or how you can get involved in the independent living movement, reach out to our office at 607-753-7363 or send us an email at info@aticortland.org. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. And until we find ourselves living in a world that is fully accessible for all people with disabilities, our dedicated staff will, as Fran would say, keep doing the good work.